What's your name?
Shuofeng Haya.
Shofeng? You spoke of Shofeng Da and Longe Danju. How do you know them?
They were my father and my mother.
Brother, I don't know how to console you. But as long as you need me, I'll be there.
Can you tell us how they died?
Because of me. I brought someone who had a dark secret. That secret got everybody in my clan murdered. Mu Yunshen's mother is not the only secret I know.
Cut off this old man's tongue! Throw him out! And none of us ever met him! There's a secret that the Murus have! I'll kill you!
Why have I lost both my parents, and lost my people, and lost my freedom? Is it because someone I don't know, who lives far away from me, won't recognize his son?
He won't recognize his son? That reminds me of a story. Down in Tianqi City, there lived a little orphan boy. For him to survive, he begged for food, and he stole. Each morning when he woke up, he'd think of how to fight those who'd attack him. He was just 12 years old when he first slept on a bed. He enraged a large gang, and over 10 of them beat him for hours. But his mentor rescued him. He slept for a month at Dr. Ju's home. It said, when he first woke up, he hugged a pillow and kept laughing. Later, this child was taken back home by his father. However, on the first day they met, his father wanted him to be dead. So my birth, it was a mistake.
Yes. It was.
Why is that?
It's because the adults believed once this child was born, he'd fight over something with another child.
Fight for what?
The world.
You mean you are that child, then? You're the Muru family secret? Muru Hanjiang, my brother. Do you know who murdered my parents and murdered my entire clan? Do you? They are. They are the greatest fear in the Han province. And they are the hurricane on the prairie. They are all your father's subordinates. The Muru cavalry.
So my father, he murdered your father? But why?
Because of me. When I was born, a prophecy was told. I was to become emperor. But I'd be an awful emperor. I'd bring disaster upon the world. And so, the Duan Empire had become anxious. Han Jiang, your father, had then thought that you would fight against me over the Empire. He was really scared that you would win. So then...
But you two have become good friends now. The secret they try so hard to cover up. It's now no longer a secret. Are you two trying to play a game? My parents were killed! What game is this? What is it?
I thought that after I escaped them and being with you, I'd also escape the fate that was handed to me. I thought that I would have a new life before me. In fact, I can't run, but I now have friends. And it's the first time I felt needed. But who knew? Since I was born, you had to suffer.
You're leaving?
I need some answers. For my sake. And for yours too. If something in the world has the power to make us hurt one another from our birth, I have to seek it out. And then destroy it.
My dear brother, I know. Bid my farewell.
So long.
Next time, we will be enemies.
한장. 한장? Where are you? Did you get someone to bring me a note? 한장? You all right? Don't scare me. That you, 한장?
Yes.
What are you doing?
You did well.
Go and find them. Right now.
Yes.
Go now. You'll fight them. You think you can? Let me. I owe you this. What is that?
Garroted Tianlo.
What is Tianlo?
Don't you know it? I thought that the Tianlo assassins were famous. It seems we've been gone from the world for too long. Even someone your age no longer knows us. Keep this safe. Those of the wise who could make the garrote are far too old now. There are very few of these left. After you have wiped out Tianqi City, you give it back.
But why lend it to me?
Because you saved me. I'm just joking. Because you're useful.
Useful how?
You've a feud with Buyun Shang. My master has a feud too. When he seeks revenge, he'll need you.
But wait, Buyun Shang is so young, so what could he have done?
Tell me how Buyun Shang has offended your parents. Affairs of the world were always predestined before you were born. That's how it is. You're right about one thing. You have to fight for your survival. All right. I must be off. At Tianzhou Strait, go look for a boat named Duke Hung.
My sword. It's called Pathfinder. It means when you're at a crossroads, it helps make a choice.
You will kill me.
I must kill for us.
Don't touch it!
Now where have you been?
Please don't pretend to care about me. You still think I'm a curse, don't you?
I asked you a question.
Your Majesty, I was sleeping by a tree last night.
You were asleep. Every soldier was looking for you everywhere all night, and you were sleeping.
Not really. I have so many questions and no answers. So I sat under a tree and listened to the plants and wild animals to kill some time. The trees are very calm, and plants are more lively. Animals are loud with their constant sounds, but I like to hear how they spoke. I listened all night.
This is nonsense.
I could hear them since I was a child. Didn't you know that? That's right. Your Majesty hasn't seen me in years. You wouldn't know.
You are...
You want to say I'm a freak? I'm afraid to say that you also find my mother a freak. You took the world with the help of my mother who's like me. Now you have the world, you can't see me? What father are you?
Let go. Let go!
Prophecy says I can't draw a sword. So what if I do? What'll happen?
never made use of your mother.
You liar!
Meet me tonight. And I'll take you somewhere. Guards!
Yes.
Take the prince out.
Yes.
What is this?
This sword is the Moon Soul Eater. It is the ancient talisman of the Third Moon Sect. It's worthy of this emperor. Mu Yun-chin is a good man. And I give him respect.
What are you doing?
Master Nanku, thank you.
My lord, Prince Shung is here.
So this is the place where I first met your mother. Novaland's sun, moon, and the stars have their opposites, bright and dark. If the sun symbolizes growth, the Gushuan star symbolizes death and decay. If the moon symbolizes love, the dark moon has to hate. I've been thinking, why does there have to be darkness if we could just have goodness instead?
In recent days, I've heard stories. And I met 3 men. The first man stained his sword with the blood of his love. A heartless man.
Shang.
The second had used the woman he loved. To usurp the throne from his brother. Despicable.
No, I'm not.
The third man tried to cover up his own fear and had his men kill innocent people. An evil man.
Just shut up!
What's wrong, Father? Is all of it wrong?
That's me. The Lord of Wan was the crown prince. But he was banished. Not because your mother used her powers. It was my father, who hated my brother. He wanted him to go. So then he drugged his soup to make him lose his mind. I never told him the truth. My brother's a proud man, and he thought that he was my father's favorite son. I can have him hate me, then have him lose all the pride he has.
So your Majesty actually cares for your siblings?
While growing up, I was a cold-hearted man. Until I met your mother. Back then, in my 20s, my brother and I hunted. Then I saw her. She stood here among the flowers, watching me quietly. Right then, the world fell away, and all time stood still. The hunt was then left to my brother. And the whole world could be his as well. I wanted her.
Don't move! Hanjiang. You have run away. You took the prince. You sinned greatly.
You've no right to convict me.
Really?
You killed the innocent for your justice. You're the sinner. How can you tell what is right and what is wrong?
The world's order tells us. Follow, that's right. Resist, that's wrong.
But to conceal some secret, innocents were killed. Is that right? Is that wrong?
It depends, though. What matters more? It's not simple.
If the secret hints at the future emperor of this world?
And that's much more important than lives.
Well, the world will always be the same. The people are always the people. The ruler of this land is nothing but one man. Who are you to say that a man's life means more than everybody else's?
Shut up! You speak treachery!
How is that treachery?
Prophecy was right after all. Say your name a last time. Hanjiang. Promise?
Promise what?
Take my surname. Follow my rules.
How pathetic. Don't make your excuses for unreasonable actions. I had once thought of you as a respectable hero. But now I know you're a coward living an awful lie. And what you care about isn't how the order of the world works. You just care about your stupid power and authority.
Don't speak nonsense!
I wouldn't see you. Because I was so frightened.
Because I'm a spirit? You despise me?
No. What frightens me is you refusing me as your father. It's because I care for so many that I can't let you be the heir. And I care for you, too. If something bad were to happen, would you still be alive? And if you still survived, but you ended up witnessing the horrific deaths of our people, would you still be able to live with yourself?
Father.
Who are you? Show! Where did you go?
Without Muru Shao, you're but an emperor, without any form of defense.
That might not be so.
If I kill you with magic, that'd be disrespectful. Therefore, tonight I have summoned the Moon Soul Eater. This sword has sealed the souls of many emperors of Novaland. It's the best choice to take your life with. Draw your sword, Your Majesty.
Shang, you must obey. It doesn't matter what happens to me. You stay hidden.
Father.
Go now.
Yes, Father.
Whatever happens, you are not to hurt my son.
Who are you to negotiate terms?
The Emperor.
Sure. I promise.
can't kill Han Jiang.
Marushuo, if you don't kill me now, you'll regret it in the future.
You rascal. Don't push me. When I was 12, I had joined the army. And for many years, worked my way through the ranks until I was the highest ranking official. I've seen so much, and so much more than you. Han Jiang, if you claim to be a valiant man, you're going to have to prove now that you're stronger than me.
Master Nanku.
Hello, gentlemen.
Master Nanku.
Master Nanku. Nakuda was killed. And then suddenly, Nakuchi's assigned here? He's worse than his uncle. But now, His Majesty is much better. It's been 2 months since he appeared at the court. Now we'll finally be free, and Nankuchi will be done.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Empress, you cannot sit up there on the throne.
We respectfully ask you to step down now.
How dare this harem try to take control?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
His Majesty is ill. Before we have a new heir, I shall be the one giving the orders.
Absolutely unheard of. Ridiculous. Please be out of order. This is ridiculous. She cannot sit on the throne.
General Muru has something to say.
We're concerned that you are doing this. So please, we must hear His Majesty make the decree.
General Muru doesn't trust me then?
We have to hear this decree from His Majesty.
My lord, a general wants to hear you speak. What was that, my lord? He spoke the decree. You must obey.
But I did not hear him.
Don't move. Are you rebelling against me now?
This is defiance of law. You will not kneel and will not obey. I implore you to punish General Muru for this act.
Will you really destroy the Muru family's 300 years of loyalty?
My lord, my family swore to protect the Muyans, and if anyone interfered, we can't step aside in ignorance. So, I will need to hear my lord speak.
Muyun Sheng's life.
Step down.
Great General Muru, did you hear that? You must obey. Or are you going to fight?
My lord, tell me if you're held against your will.
Murusho, why weren't you there by his side? Why weren't you there protecting him? Or maybe you wanted this to happen and arranged it. I've heard rumors that you wrote to your sister about what you wanted to do back at the hunting trip. You want the Muyun's throne, don't you?
Burus hold military power. How hard can it be to spread rumors? Did you have to take that long?
It must seem real. Otherwise, we might get found out. Thankfully, Your Highness had carefully described your wife's usual tone in her letters.
Murusho plotted to assassinate His Majesty during the hunting. He wrote to inform my wife in advance to stay away from it. Unfortunately, I stumbled upon this letter. And so have the other archprinces. Still refrain from sending troops to take down the entire Muru family. Well, that wouldn't make any sense.
His Majesty's too ill to command. You hold military power. So you might as well rebel. But I beg of you to be merciful, to give us food to eat, and a home to live in.
What is she saying? My lord, do you believe in this too?